Do you need a break from email? Hello everyone, welcome to another episode of The Future in 5. My name is Jacob Morgan, and this is where I share my thoughts, ideas, and commentary on the future of work in 5 minutes or less. I'm here in Mexico, in Leon, in my hotel room. It's probably 2 o'clock in the morning now. I'm exhausted. I'm here speaking at the Harvard Business Review Summit. I'm doing a keynote tomorrow on management and leadership. We just had a big dinner that lasted for hours. It took an hour and a half. Not hotel ride. See, I can't even think, it's so late. Took an hour and a half bus ride back from the restaurant venue to the hotel with a bunch of people, and now here I am. And today I wanted to talk about email, which is, I know, everyone's favorite topic. And I know we all struggle with checking email too often. This happens to me quite frequently as well. You know, we check email when we wake up in the morning. We check email 50 times during the day. We check email at night. I mean, we check it all the time. And so I think we can all use a little bit of an email break, but it's up to us to be able to take some steps to sort of be able to do that. So for example, on my phone, I disable a lot of push notifications. I disable a lot of email functionality so that I don't get access to a lot of these things on my phone and I don't get interrupted. You know, I think we live in a world right now where technology controls us, and we need to be the ones that are controlling technology, because technology is created to make our lives easier. It's not like we exist to use technology. And it's something that we need to think about. And, you know, I struggle with this a lot. As somebody that runs his own business, it's always important for me to be able to respond to communication quickly. So sometimes it's very hard for me to not check email. And I have to mentally think, okay, don't check your email right now, or, don't check it every 20 minutes. And, there are a couple steps or a couple of techniques or strategies that a couple people have recommended. I think Tim Ferriss did this over the years as well. He basically checks emails, and I started doing this as well. You check emails, maybe only once or twice a day at 11 a.m. and 4 p.m. That way you can sort of get everything that falls in between. You can create autoresponders to tell people that you're only going to check email once or twice a day. If it's an emergency, they can send you a text or they can call you. So there are some things that we can do, but, email has become this sort of glorified chat messaging program where we email somebody and somebody emails you back 5 minutes later. And, that's not really okay. We need to acknowledge that it's okay to respond to email in 3 hours, in 4 hours, in 5 hours. We don't need to respond right away whenever we get these messages coming through. And so it's something that I think we should be thinking about, and trying to implement. And I've noticed a couple interesting things happen. Sometimes I go on vacation or I travel internationally and I can't check email because, I just don't have access. I don't have, my phone with me, or I don't have connection. And I always find that if I don't check email for a day and I come back to my computer and look at those emails, guess what? The world is still there. Nothing blew up. Nothing, there's no black hole that opened up in the universe and just, sucked up everything into it. Everything is fine. Things keep going on the same way they were than even before I was checking email every 5 minutes. So, try doing that. Maybe take once a week where you don't check email at all. And the next day you show up to work and you'll see that everything is just fine. Another thing that I noticed is that, when you check email frequently, it's sort of like watching the pot boil. And I know it might sound kind of corny, but I feel like when I'm not in front of my computer checking email all the time, I get more opportunities coming by. I don't know why, but that's just what it feels like, because, you're not thinking about it and these opportunities come through and you say, oh, cool, an opportunity or something exciting came through. But if you're just checking email all the time and refreshing it and staring at the screen, it starts to feel like those opportunities aren't coming as fast and you're not getting enough of them and you're not getting the right ones that you want, and you get discouraged and you check email even more. And you fall into this really bad habit of just staring at your computer, checking email, waiting for something good to come through. And I think a lot of us are actually addicted to email because we want to be needed. We want to be feeling like we're contributing to something. And email is the main platform for all of us to do that. So, next time before you want to check your email, try to do something else. Go eat a piece of gum, go take a walk, go outside, go get a glass of water, and see how long you can go between checking your email. If you have any other strategies or tips or tactics for how you avoid relying on email, I'd love to hear it. For me personally, like I said, I try not to check it on my phone. I try to disable that on my phone. I try not to bring my phone to the dinner table. I try, when I have date night with my wife, I try not to bring my phone with me or check email. So I try to distance myself as much as possible. But again, it's something that even I struggle with and a lot of people do. It's very easy to say, oh yeah, just don't check it or check it once a day or twice a day. But actually doing it is completely another matter. I'm not perfect. I still check probably way more than I should, but I'm going to experiment with this, and I hope you'll join me and experiment with this as well. Let's see if we can check email, 2-3 times a day, 4 times a day max, and see if we can decrease it from there. Find other ways to communicate and collaborate with people, and see what happens. I think we'll all be pleasantly surprised that we'll become more productive, we'll be more engaged, we'll be more energized, and the world will not end. I think we could all use a little bit of an email break, so let's do it. This is Jacob with another episode of The Future in 5. If you want more episodes, you can visit thefutureorganization.com, or if you work at a large organization and you're interested in connecting with other large organizations exploring the future of work, you can visit the fowcommunity.com. And please excuse my ranting and rambling and incoherent sentences and my tired expression, because it is, like I said, 2 a.m. And I should actually get to bed. So I'll see you next time on an episode of The Future in 5. Hey, are you interested in the future of work? If so, make sure to subscribe to the YouTube channel so you can get all the latest content on the future of work and stay up to date on all the latest trends and happenings. Not to mention, you will make me very, very happy. Make sure to subscribe.